everyone. Thanks for checking out my channel. Thanks for checking out all the videos. I appreciate it so much. So, half of Big Mama's right here. We got the telescope mounted up. This is what I showed him the last time in the video. So what's left is tonight my son's going to be back, and we're going to get that head on top. Tomorrow, maybe live stream it. But we don't have accessibility. You know, guys, I've been trying to find out a lot about this telescope, and I'm not finding a lot online. And I have a little problem that I do want to mention before I get started. Remember the luminous eyepiece that I showed you all? I'm going to show you all again. It's a beautiful, beautiful eyepiece. The size, the staggering size of it, it's gigantic, right? It's the size of my head, basically. No jokes, please. So, look at the eyepiece. Beautiful eyepiece, but the joke is that I don't have anything to fit it on the head of my telescope. So this comes with it. I'm missing the diagonal part. I don't know if it's... I mean, come on. It must come with the telescope, right? Celestron, come on. I'm asking if Celestron's watching, you know. I want a shirt. I want a Celestron shirt. I use an Celestron NextImage 5 inside of my telescope. So I use it back here. Like, I've never used a telescope, guys, with an eyepiece. I've never seen it. You know, I don't look at the moon with an eyepiece. I use a camera, you know. So the fitting will fit on the camera. It's just a simple, small little gadget. I have to get so close because it's so small. Just a tiny thing. And there's the camera inside there. I think you can see it right there. It's Black Friday, so I looked at some specials to try to get a better camera than I have now. I'm operating with 5 megapixels. When I started out, the beautiful videos I was doing is with a 1 megapixel camera. So we have 1 megapixel of color. What are megapixels in a camera? What is it used for? Megapixels in a camera will include brightness and definition. So if you're taking photos of groups of people, you're not going to need much definition. You know, good sunlight, ISO settings, etc., aperture, whatever, shutter speed if you have to. Very, very happy to tell you that I went and got a DSLR, a 3400, a D3400. Very regular priced DSLR, but listen, it has its advantages. And this is 24 megapixels. We're going to see some definition. The pixels in a camera. What are pixels in a camera? It gives us definition. So we're going to be trying to get craters and edges and rocky surfaces, and this is why we need the most definition possible. And we're going to have a lot of definition with the Big Mama telescope, guys. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You know, brand new DSLR, a very affordable DSLR. So we're looking at the Nikon D3400, and get this, guys, the option tag still on it. The option, I didn't have to buy it with the lens. This is going to, and I'll show you guys tomorrow. Everything's going to be set up tomorrow. This will be set up temporarily at the back of the telescope so I can show you. I ordered the 2 adapters and ring, the adapter and the ring that I need for the Celestron. Get this, I was able to get it in the order at the same time. Well, guys, we can't order until Monday. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Still, Monday, Celestron will be open. I'll be able to place the order, the retailer in the morning to place the order. So this beautiful DSLR camera now, Nikon, brand new, is going to sit at the back now of the community's brand new telescope. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for that telescope, the support and everything. And now I'm going to have to get put out. So we're going to get some nice stuff on the surface of the moon, and you guys know it. What did I get here? A SanDisk Extreme Pro UHS card. Pro's choice for reliability, performance, and uncompromising images in 4K UHD video quality. So this is a 64 gig card. I have one of these, and I have a 30 gig card. So I have 100 gigs when I go out with my DSLR camera. Because now here's the thing, guys. A NextImage 5, when I use the NextImage 5, it lasts a long time. It's in my computer. But now I won't need my computer because I'll be looking at the back of this DSLR, of the D3400. I'll be using the image here. I could have a wire leaving probably this camera, but not all cameras do that, to go to a screen or a monitor so that I could see better view. Because say to yourself, if you're looking now, if I'll be looking through this, I have to be sure it's a clear image, because you got a smaller screen, of course. A disadvantage and an advantage, if you want. What else, guys? Very important, right? Like right now, I'm filming with a P900. This is what's making the video, the Nikon P900. And I got an extra lithium battery. That is an absolute must, everyone. Why? Because I'm going to be able to film for 5-6 hours. Of course, the minute after an hour and a half, any camera, no matter what the quality, is going to be shot dead. So I'll be able to take the camera out, put the other battery in. Maybe I won't have to take the camera out of the back of the telescope to put the lithium battery in. What else? It's a camera I love, guys. I never showed you guys it. This is the HS50EXR by Fujifilm. It's a beast, okay? Very, very good photography. I use this to do my astrophotography. I was using it. I'm using the P900 now, and you know what? The P900 is very clear, but it's not showing as many stars as my HS50EXR was. Can you imagine that? Each camera has an advantage to another, but sometimes you just wish that you'd have all the advantages of all the cameras. This magnificent beast, the HS50EXR, has quick zoom. I can go to 0 zoom, 1mm zoom, to 1000 zoom in a second. So if I'm looking at a star that's far out and I'm on a tripod, a sturdy tripod, I can very, very, very easily zoom out, and it zooms out fast, okay? I also can do it, this is manually, I can do it digitally and have it out digitally. So this is an amazing camera, the HS50EXR. It's a camera that is 1000mm lens, but here's the thing, the ISO of my HS50EXR has very high ISO. Guys, I can go all the way up to, I think it's 18,000 ISO or 15,000 ISO. It's very, very high. Very rarely needed, but I've gotten 2 or 3 shots out of the 15,000 ISO, 12,000 ISO. Amazing shots. It lights up the sky like a flashlight, like a million candles. Nikon bag, beautiful Nikon bag to carry my thousands of options and little knickknacks that I need with the telescope. But so I told you guys this, here's the second battery. Guys, almost $100, but it was worth it. I spent a lot. You start off by buying a camera, you say, oh, it's not so expensive, and it cost a lot more than I thought. Okay, so check this out. This, I was anxious to show you guys this. Now imagine the DSLR is all hooked up to the back of Big Mama, all ready to take photos. But now, what happens every time you want to take a photo? The minute you put your finger on that button, it's going to shake. That's always what happens. So, I went and I got this. I'm so happy I got this. I went and got a remote to be able to take the photos directly while I'm filming and watching and viewing without stopping anything. Just to be able to click, 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 click and take photos. Beautiful Nikon. Just a simple, very thin button. It's not very big at all. And this will permit me to take my photos without shaking at all. I don't even have to be on the balcony, you know, when you think of it. This is going to be until I'm set up, because I want you guys to know that it's not going to be easy taking out this telescope every time. But I also want you to know it's not impossible. It's not the end of the world. But they're heavy. This is very heavy, almost 300 pounds. So I'll have to take the weights off when I take it out. And I'll take the head off when I take it out, always with someone. Taking off the head, I'd probably do it alone. I wouldn't even do it alone. And this can be taken out with 2 people once the legs are closed up. But before closing up the legs, I'm going to have to take off the tray. You know, so it is a bit of a work. But guys, I wanted to show you that, and I'm absolutely ecstatic. I am so anxious to hook up the new Nikon camera see, here's the thing. This is why I bought it with it. See this, guys? For those who don't know about it, a camera always comes with a lens, right? And this one, you can buy it without having the option of the lens, and it's so that it will sit directly when I go buy the tray, the rack, or the ring, whatever you want to call it. I'll be able to sit this on the back of the telescope. I ordered the power source, and I ordered a big one. I ordered a power source that's going to last 10 years. After that, after 10 years, I probably won't have the 1400 anymore. So the power source is on its way. The other wire that was missing is my PC wire. But the PC wire is only for the software, the Starry Night software. If I want to control my telescope from inside the house with the software, it can be done by Wi-Fi. Absolutely amazing. A lot of connections, attachments on the telescope. We'll see the telescope more while I'm using it once it's set up, obviously, because you guys, poor you, I've been showing you a stand for 2 days. One heck of a beautiful stand. It's expensive. It's a couple of thousands of dollars. I got some great comments of people that have 1100s and some that have 1400 telescopes, HD or not. Welcome everyone, and thanks. I love your input and information. I'm already getting help. Some people are giving me some good guidelines and information on the big telescopes, thinking that I know it all, and I don't. I'm no professional whatsoever. I have a good technique in editing photography, but right now I'm going to work very hard to be able to learn how to operate this baby, guys. The minute the moon is out, I'm taking her out, shooting it right up, straight up to the moon, and we're going to get our first crafts, the first structure, clear as day. I'm not even worried. I can't wait. So, I'll see you then. So somebody asked me, what stand do I use? Hey, and they were saying, well, I know it's a silly question. It's not a silly question, guys. I love you asking. This is my tripod for my camera. Just to give you an idea, it's a very high elevated tripod that has many mechanisms. I can bend this tripod any way at all. I can bring the legs up straight out. I can bring them down. I can bring them up, elevated. Everything's there. Has another big bar inside right here. This is what I love about this tripod. If I can loosen it, that, look at this, guys. It extends up really high. This is a nice tripod. That's what I use as my tripod. Someone was asking me what the name of the model was. Well, this particular tripod that I'm using is an Alta Pro 263 AB100. Almost $300, guys, but it's well worth it. It's very solid. It's a heavy, sturdy tripod, and you're sure that you're going to have accessibility. And what I want in a tripod is I want to be able to quickly move my camera in different angles and just to be able to lock it right away like that. This, I want it to be able to turn quickly, but I want to be able to lock it quickly too, so you can lock it right there. So, you know, it's just a regular tripod, but a lot of mechanisms. See the motor there, guys? This is the motor of the telescope. Big GPS here and motor. Pretty massive. Connection here for the next star that goes down there. But you have a bunch of connections, you know. You look here, I could use the auto guider there. There's the switch is right here. The on switch. Oh, I can't wait to do that, guys. So when my son comes back tonight, guys, I'm going to get the head on it. I'll be making a nice video for you guys to see tomorrow morning. Thanks to these wonderful people. And hang on, there's another list. Here's another part of the list before I say who they are. There they are. Website contributors. The amazing people that got us this telescope, guys. The community scope. The Big Mama community scope. Kevin MacLeod and Compotech.com, as always, is where I get most of the music to put in my video. If you want to see his collection, head to Compotech.com. I'm interacting with another YouTube channel. An amazing person, Steve Olson, WSO YouTube channel. Check him out. We interact on Tuesday nights.